will be introduced by Miss Jody Sell.
Thank you. I have the honor of introducing Kay Seemeyer, who is going to be inducted in this year's Hall of Fame also. Now, those of you who know her are aware of how shy and retiring she is. So I thought I would have a hard time finding some scoop information on her that I could share with you. But Google is good for that.
Oh, no.
Kay is an author, award-winning singer, songwriter, and recording artist, a motivational speaker, television personality, and of course, a gold-winning senior athlete. She's very passionate about sports, as you know, and doesn't feel that anyone is too old to get up, get out, and get your move on. That, by the way, is the name of Kay's signature song. She's known as the Granny Globetrotter, and she sings this song every chance she gets to encourage and motivate others to live stronger, longer, happier, and healthier lives. Another song you may have heard Kay sing is her 9/11 tribute, Let Freedom Ring, which she has sung at Ground Zero in New York City and at Arlington. Kay's athletic career started when she picked up her first basketball at age 4 thanks to her father, and she hasn't slowed down since. She espouses an active lifestyle through the promotion of senior women's basketball at state and national senior games levels, through television appearances, halftime Granny Globetrotter shows at the NBA, WNBA, college and high school basketball games, health fairs, and youth basketball clinics, just to list a few. Kay has other accomplishments that I found on Google as well. She served as founder and president of the Basketball and Fitness for Senior Women. She's a lifetime member and on the advisory board of the National Senior Women's Basketball Association. And she's a lifetime member of the National Senior Athletics Association. Kay's played senior basketball for many years and has participated in the National Senior Games in 2007, 2009, 2011, 2013, and she's planning to be there again this summer up in Minneapolis for 2015 with her 70s basketball team, the Ball Hogs. Kay can shoot the ball farther out with greater accuracy than anyone I know, except maybe her teammate Merlene. What a team those Ball Hogs are. You know, Kay and Merlene used to be fierce rivals, playing on opposing teams, guarding each other woman to woman, matching three-point shots because they're both three-point deadeyes. And then one day we walk in the gym and they're both on the same team. And that's part of what makes the senior games so much fun, is that one day you can be competing, the next day you're on the same team, and you're friends. You're always friends. Sometimes a little rougher than others, but you're always friends. Kay not only goes all over Texas and other states playing in basketball tournaments, she goes all over practicing for those tournaments. She comes down here to San Antonio from Dallas to work out with us. I play basketball too. And for the last couple of years has gone to Austin on a couple of Sunday afternoons where a bunch of us women basketball players from Dallas, San Antonio, and the Austin area all get together to shoot, dribble, and scrimmage. Now, you know, we do half court. Kay has also been a big help in putting on the Texas Senior Games, as was mentioned earlier, by helping Kathy and Tracy put on the Winter Clinic basketball tournament that we have here every January. She helps recruit multi-state teams, she finds sponsors and door prizes, and she leads the entertainment at the Saturday night dinner with her music. Did you know that they made a documentary about Kay? It's not on YouTube yet, she says, but it has been nominated as a finalist in 5 different film festivals. Now, much like when we played ball in school and we looked up to those seniors ahead of us, who would have thought we would still be doing that in our 60s? But that's what many of us playing basketball with Kay do. We admire her, we look up to her, no pun intended, and we're glad that she's our friend. What a deserving choice for the Senior Games Hall of Fame to help motivate all of us for the years to come. Casey Meyer.
I present Casey Meyer.
Woo! Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you very much. Oh, I got
You're the photographer.
Ready? Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Like to say a
All
couple
right.
words?
Yes,
Well, a few words. Let's see, I've got a half a book written right here. Let me see. Let me have my glasses. Granny got to have her glasses.
I have to go over here and just record, am I? She's such an introvert, as we all know. Right. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you, Jody, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. And Jody works really, really hard getting all of the teams organized and keeps them all together and all the practices. And you're an inspiration to all of us. And thanks for all your help, Jody, in senior women's basketball. I want to thank Shelly Whitlock. Shelly can't be here tonight, but Shelly is the one who nominated me for the Hall of Fame. I think some of you know Shelly and know that she needs your prayers and your highest thoughts. So please do keep her in your prayers. Shelly has, I would say probably Shelly is the Senior Games ambassador. Shelly has gotten so many people involved in Senior Games. So big hats off to Shelly. She's a great inspiration to all of us. I want to thank the TSGA for this wonderful honor. I want to thank the gals for nominating me here and for getting me into this wonderful honor here. I want to thank, we do the things that we do because we just love doing them and because of our passion. And then when we get honored every once in a while, then that's just icing on the cake. So thank you so much for that. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Tracy, for all you do for Senior Games and for all of us. Thank you all for being here, and certainly my Lady Ball Hogs basketball team, Merlene and Joanna, and one of them couldn't be, Barbara couldn't be here today, so she had to go back. But anyway, thank you all for being here. About 11 years ago, I played my first Senior Games. I believe it was in Round Rock. And I was so thrilled to be there playing. The family members were there, childhood teachers were there. Friends came to see Kay Lewis from Fannette, Texas, play basketball again. So included in that family group was my 11-year-old granddaughter, Erica Lane. She has always been my biggest fan. She and her friends stayed up the night before, making big posters before the big tournament. And the whole day at Senior Games, Erica and her little friend held up posters that said, "Go Mimi, go Texas Challenge." And so they were our cheerleaders the whole day. And included in tonight's family members is Erica Lane. And I want all Erica Lane and all my family to please stand. I want to introduce them to you. Well, this is Erica Lane, 21 now, still my biggest fan and my cheerleader. Oh yeah, she's such an introvert too. This is my husband, Rudy, who puts up with me all the time leaving. He says, "Well, where are you going this week?" And I said, "Well, I have to check my calendar, but I'll be back soon." So he just says, "I'll see you when you get back." Oldest daughter, Ann. Ann is always right there. And my youngest daughter, Erica, the mother to Erica Lane. So thank you all so much for being here. Daughter Karen and her family could not be here tonight, but thank you so much. basketball goes way, way, way back to childhood. My daddy was a basketball coach. I used to go to all of the out-of-town games, and I'd sit on the basketball because I couldn't see out. So I would sit there so I could see out of the bus. And so I guess probably I was what you would call today a gym rat. So the story goes that between the 5th and the 6th grade, I was so excited because I was finally going to get to try out for the junior high, an actual team. And so I went to Beaumont. My mother took me to town and I bought a pair of green and gold socks. Our colors, we were the Falcons, and our colors were green and gold. And I could just imagine how great I was going to look in those green and gold socks with that green and gold satin uniform. Remember the satin uniforms we all wore? Real tight shorts, you know? I mean, all summer long, I just dreamed of how, let's see, do I wear the gold socks on top, or does the gold go on top, or the green go on top? So, I just moved those, take those with me wherever I was, my bedroom, in the bathroom. I just love those green and gold socks, just imagining how great I was going to look in that uniform. Well, I had to try out first, but school finally came around and I made the team. And I want you to know I got a lot of use out of those green and gold socks. And one time I'd wear the gold on top. Sometimes I'd wear the green on top. But I looked good in that uniform, and I loved basketball. So I went on there. From there, I went on to play in high school and little college ball, AAU ball, women's ball, until I was 34, and I thought I was too old to play. So I switched to tennis and played tennis for about 30 years. And then something really, really wonderful happened when I was around 63 or 64. Well, something else wonderful happened. I read an article in the Dallas Morning News, and it was about these women who were on this senior basketball team, and they had gone to the Olympics. Wow, I had never heard of a program like this, and I was an old basketball player from way back. So I thought, maybe that's pretty exciting. But I stuck it in the drawer. I was doing other things. So one day I kind of remembered that again and had it on my mind, and I went and dug that article out. And so I called the reporter who did the story, and they actually were sort of featuring Lillian Rudd. Anybody in here know Lillian Rudd? Yes. So anyway, I called Lillian. Well, Lillian was thrilled to death that somebody was interested in senior women's basketball. So she said, well, look, why don't you call Shelley Whitlock? Shelley can tell you more about the program than I can. So I called, she gave me Shelley's number. I called Shelley. Well, Shelley was just thrilled to death too. At that age, we're all so glad, when somebody still wanted to play basketball. So anyway, I called Shelley, and she said, well, come to practice next week. So I said, well, I believe I will. So, man, I told all my family and everybody, man, I'm going to get to play basketball again. This sounds like a great program. So I go to practice the next week. Now, nothing was mentioned about age or anything like that. I just was thinking basketball, wow. So I get there, and other than Shelley, they were all 80 weight plus. And at first I was kind of shocked because I really kind of wasn't expecting that. And then in the next breath, I was thinking, wow, if they're still playing basketball at 80, let's see, I'm 62, I have this many more years and then decades after that maybe to still play basketball. So it was both a shocker and absolutely a wonderful revelation to me that I might still get to play basketball way on up into age. So anyway, they wanted to know if I would come back. Well, certainly I would come back. And Lillian says, oh my gosh, look, she can actually run and jump and shoot. Look. So anyway, they invited me back the next week, and so I certainly couldn't say no. I went back and played with them, and they wanted to know after a couple more times would I help coach them. And so I said that I certainly would do that. Well, by that time, I was hooked into the program, and I thought, well, I've got to get some more women my age so I can form a team for myself. And